Today I'm going to show you 5 AIP or autoimmune paleo friendly chicken marinades that you can either freeze for later or make tonight for dinner. And then when you want to make them, all you need to do is either bake them in the oven or grill. So you can see I got all dressed up for you. I am getting over the stomach flu, and you'll see this video on Tuesday, but it's Thursday prior to that. And my in-laws are coming for the Memorial Day weekend, and this is the only chance I had to make a video. And I almost scrapped it, but then I realized this is how so many people feel when you have autoimmune disease symptoms and like they're flaring. Like you don't feel great, you feel like not energetic, exhausted, like you could feel nauseous or in pain. I kind of feel all of those things right now, and I just don't feel great. But I want to show you that even when you feel like this, you can still do this process. And one of the points I want to make with this is that you don't have to do it all at once. Like sometimes I think people get so caught up in the idea that, oh, I have to do this whole big batch cooking session. I have to get everything chopped and prepped and made all together and do all of this all at one time. And you don't have to do that. Like I literally I took all the spices and all the stuff that I need for this out. And then I went and I sat down for 20 minutes. And then I came back over here and set up the camera. And then I sat down for a couple minutes. And so like, yeah, it takes a lot longer, but I'm gonna make 5 dinners in this session. And I think that's gonna be well worth the time that I spend doing this. What I'm gonna show you is how to take chicken. You're gonna take either 1 to 2 pounds of chicken breast or boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And you're gonna put them into a plastic Ziploc bag like this. You can use other kind of freezer containers if you really don't like plastic, like glass. However, do note that you may need double or even triple sometimes of the marinade to cover the chicken because the shape of the container you're using. I don't know what you're using right now, so I can't tell you, but just make sure that you have enough marinade to cover the chicken. That's why the plastic bags are great, because you can kind of manipulate it so that way there's a little bit of marinade touching the chicken at all times. So you're gonna put the chicken in the bags, and then you're gonna add the seasonings and the oil and any other flavoring components that I mentioned in these 5 recipes. It's really a simple process, and most of the things that I've tried to use in this are things like these dried spices and just like avocado oil and jarred lemon and lime juice, coconut aminos, just easy things that you should be able to find at most grocery stores these days. Not something specialty that you have to order out and get from like some, crazy like tiger nut kind of thing or anything like that. These are just normal things that you should be able to get anywhere. They're normal flavors, so you should be able to make these for your entire family. And yeah, they're pretty easy to make. It's just literally like put the raw chicken in the bags, dump the ingredients in the bag on top, kind of massage it a little to disperse and kind of mix up the ingredients, and then put them in the freezer. And then when you're ready to have the meal, you can take the bag of chicken out of the freezer, thaw it in the fridge overnight, and then either bake it in the oven or grill it, or if you want to do some other method, you can do that as well. If you wanted to take one of these recipes and just make it for dinner tonight, you can definitely do that as well. I just make the marinade and marinate the chicken for like 2 to 12 hours ahead of time. Let me go ahead and show you how easy this is and give you the 5 different marinades. Okay, now I have all of my bags of chicken prepared. So I've done a mixture. Some bags have chicken breasts, some bags have chicken thighs. It's just, we like to have a variety, so you can do it that way, or you can do all chicken thighs, all chicken breasts, whatever works for you. So I have them. You can use these little handy things to hold the bags open. They're pretty inexpensive. I think they're like 3 for $10 on Amazon, which are nice for freezer cooking. But honestly, with this chicken thing, the bags kind of just sit up and open up on their own. So I don't bother using them, but they are an option if you have them, just to kind of make it easier. But because they do sit open, it's nice because all of these recipes do require a 1/4 cup of either olive or avocado oil. So you can go ahead and just do that right now and put them in all of the bags. When I'm done that, I just go ahead and I go one recipe at a time. I just go down the line, I complete one recipe, seal the bag, get all the air out, massage it, and then set it aside. And then I go on to the next recipe. And as I'm doing this, you'll notice like I have all my spices and everything. I don't reseal the spices in between because I want to be able to easily access them and not have to take the lids on and off and on and off in between each recipe. I just leave them all off and then do cleanup at the end. So now I've got all 5 meals done. It took me less than 10 minutes to do that. And all I have left to do is put them in the freezer. I'm actually keeping one out for dinner tonight. And then I gotta put all these spices away and clean up, and that's it, and I'm done. Really, really easy. Definitely something you can do when you feel so tired, so sick, whatever. Take your time. Utilize grocery delivery if you have to for the spices in your chicken and everything. Oh, and you might notice that I did not put fresh cilantro into the cilantro lime one because I haven't had a chance to go to the grocery store this week. The chicken I used was from Costco and they didn't have cilantro. So don't be afraid if you don't have all the ingredients. You can always add stuff later if you have to. It's my plan. When I go to make the cilantro lime chicken, I'll just add cilantro that day and it'll be great. When you're ready to cook these, after they've thawed, you can either put them in a 425 Fahrenheit oven for 20 to 25 minutes or until the internal temperature of the chicken reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit, or you can put it on a medium-high grill for about 6 to 8 minutes aside until again it reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit inside. That's it. Hopefully that shows how easy this is, and I mean that's just really my point. It's just really, it's not difficult. And if you like stuff like this, check out my AIP Thai chicken curry recipe, which is just a dump and go kind of freezer meal as well. And also my AIP balsamic pot roast recipe as well. Both of those videos show how to do this dump and go kind of thing with other AIP recipes just to make life really, really easy. They're a little bit more involved because they do have other ingredients than just dried spices, but they're still really, really easy and something that you can do when you're not feeling well or just, you know, anytime you happen to have time. Full recipes for these will be on my blog, Thriving on Paleo, tomorrow. So you'll be able to get the full recipes instead of just having to kind of screenshot what I wrote up here. And then also, if you like stuff like this and all of the freezer kind of cooking meals for especially Autoimmune Paleo AIP, my AIP only membership site, the Autoimmune Collective, has a ton of these. Freezer meal plans, batch cooking plans, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you can either go to autoimmunecollective.com or I'll link to it below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Hope you have a fantastic week.